goodness, he about pulled the rod out of my hand.
Hey folks, Chris Souders, Catfish Crazy. We're here on Sandusky Bay, Lake Erie. Gonna be going after some channel cats today, but I wanted to start this episode kind of at the beginning, and we're gonna walk you guys all the way through this, all the way from the beginning of what we look for, how we set up, and then the success we have of catching a fish. So stick around, stay tuned. We're gonna get after it, some catfish action. All right, folks, got the boat launched, got us some bait, and now we're headed out here to kind of see what we can find. Just getting started this morning, like I said earlier, but wanted to show you guys what I have set up here. We have a Lowrance Elite TI2 and a Humminbird Helix 9. So on the Lowrance, I have my side imaging, 2D, and a chart. And on the Humminbird, I have just the chart pulled up. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can see what I want to see on the bottom as far as structure and fish, but then I can blow the map up of this area and really fine tune where those fish are at. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the Humminbird. It's got a Lake Master chip in it, and I'm going to go out here and find that ledge and just start working it. Now these fish are going to be, they might be up here on this shallow flat early this morning feeding, but as the day goes, they'll probably move out into that channel or up into some of this structure. We'll just kind of have to see and play it by ear as we go. And we got some fish out here on this flat. You can kind of see them. Kind of looks like carp or something, but it's right as the ledge is starting to drop off, getting into like 9-10 foot right now. But I'm just going to take it easy, kind of go by this bridge, these bridges where that channel gets a little bit deeper, and just kind of see what we can see. Now here on the bay, I really look for fish. I mean, these fish are so active and they're so plentiful. This is one of the places that I have grown to really love and come and fish. It's truly one of those places that you can take kids and, you know, introduce them to the outdoors and really have a good time. You don't have to make it real complicated. Go out, find some fish and set up on them. Now I'm going to zoom in on my side imaging, and you can see all of these shadows right off of that ledge. This dark line that goes through there is kind of the bottom of that ledge, and you can see all these fish right up through here. Now I'm not 100% sure that those are catfish at the moment, but we're going to look around here, kind of figure out which way the wind's going and set up on them. Probably going to anchor up on them first thing this morning and see if we can put some in the boat. As you can see on the Humminbird here, we are right in the channel. Now, like I said, we're getting down at about 13 foot right now. And now you can see all those fish just stacked up right on that ledge, and there's some bigger ones in there as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll just start right here this morning. We got fish, we got bait. All we can do is see what happens. All right, so we had to change things up a little bit. Was going to anchor up on these fish, but the wind and the current that's coming through this bridge here is kind of working against us and against each other. So what I'm going to do is get closer to the fish, use spot lock on my Minn Kota trolling motor. And since I've only got 3 rods, it's really not going to matter a whole lot because I can fan cast them out, keep them separated. So make sure you check your local laws and regulations on how many rods you can use. Here on Lake Erie, one person can use 3 rods. So that's a good thing for me. So I'm gonna get baited up, get some gizzard shad on, even got some bluegills. Get them out there, catch some fish. Let's see what happens. So the first piece of bait we're gonna throw out here is a live bluegill. We're just gonna nice easy cast over towards that pillar and let it sink right down into that channel where we was marking those bigger fish at. There we go. Grab another rod. I think on this next one I'm gonna cut up some 6-7 inch gizzard shad. Just gonna fillet the sides off of him. Now I'd like to catch some bigger channel cats. They got some really nice fish in this up here, so I'm gonna use some bigger baits. On this one, we just got a double hook Kentucky rig. This double hook Kentucky rig will let you use 2 different baits at 2 different levels, 2 different depths. And if you like to use different kinds of bait, like say you had skipjack or moon eye or carp or whatever else you want to use, then you could use 2 different types of bait as well. Many options. That's what I like. I like to use different options. Now I'm gonna throw this one kind of way over here on this, kind of where that channel was, up on that flat. This time, on this gizzard shad, I'm gonna cut it into smaller pieces. Once again, giving them options. I'll fillet the sides off of it. And we're gonna use the head and 2 pieces of fillet, but I'm gonna cut them up into smaller pieces. Now on this one, we got a float style double hook rig. That way the float will bring it up into the water column a little bit more, but you'll still have one closer to the bottom in case they want it a little bit closer to the bottom. Now this one, we're just gonna take it and kind of easy pitch it right over towards that bridge pier.
Catfish Crazy with host Chris Souders will return in a few moments.
We fishing.
Catfish Crazy is made possible by these outstanding sponsors: Sea Arc Boats, boats built for a lifetime; Suzuki, the ultimate 4-stroke outboard; Monster Rod Holders, #1 rod holder in catfishing; Offshore Tackle Company, often imitated, never duplicated, your leader in planer board technology; Slime Line Fishing Line, catch the fever; Smooth Moves, smooth your ride with Smooth Moves.
There we go. Good way to start the day. That didn't take long. As you guys noticed there a minute ago, we had that train went by us. Oh, nice channel cat. Now he took that float rig with a piece of gizzard shad, but that was the hook that was closest to the bottom. Like I was saying there, that train noise and vibration didn't really affect them. They were used to it, being right here around this and them trains going all over it all the time. Let's see if we can get her in here. Nice big old female channel cat. She ain't got much mud on her. All right, now I've noticed that a couple of those fish and a couple of the bites that I've missed have come on heads. So what I'm gonna do, and something you wanna try throughout the day, is different cuts of baits. So I'm gonna put a double pieces of just medium-sized cut gizzard shad on there and cast it back out there where I was getting a lot of bites and see if that changes. Now, if you cast it back out there and you don't get a bite, 15 minutes or so, change it back and see if that makes a difference. It's amazing just a cut of bait, what a cut of bait will make as a difference. That's the reason I like that slime line. You can really see it. This boat's moving around a lot from the wind, but you can see that line moving and see what they're doing. Well, I don't think it's that they're wanting just heads, because they took them pieces of cut chunks pretty quick. Now this ain't the size of channel cat we're after, but it's a sign. You know, as you break down the day, you want to look for these little clues. And it seems like right on that ledge. Now, if you was a man that liked to eat catfish, that right there would be the perfect size. Healthy. Look, they're trying to jump in the boat with us, Joe. Woo! Easy. Now, this thing's got some spunk to it. There we go. There we go. Finally got one on the old piece of bluegill. You can see the wind has blowed the boat over and blowed this one actually right back up on that ledge. Oh, a nice one. Yeah, yeah. Now what we're noticing there is these fish, it's not specific to the bait that we're using. It is specific kind of to the location. Seems like they're really wanting it on that ledge, not out in the open water, more right up on that ledge. Which kind of goes to figure, I mean, we had a cold front last night, so I think that's what we're going to do. We might catch another fish here and then try to duplicate this one throughout here and see if we can't catch some more fish. Let's get the net. There we go. And you can see I had that piece of cut bluegill on there. Just a single hook, 5/0 hook. Boy, these things are feisty. Look at that. Nice, clean channel cat.
We'll be right back with more Catfish Crazy, right after a word from our sponsors. Catfish Crazy is made possible by these outstanding sponsors: NKT.TV, Slunger Cat Outdoors, NKT Productions, Marine Master Trailers, Extreme Bait Tanks, Tackle Bandit, Demon Dragons, Phytech Cast Nets, Catfish Clothing, Cabela's King Cat Tourney Trail.
All right, so we've caught a lot of fish right here in this one spot. And normally, you know, as a fisherman, we wouldn't leave fish to go find fish. But today is a show all about teaching you guys, you know, where to find them, how to find them, and how to put a pattern together. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually go leave these fish that are biting. I hope I don't regret it, but we're gonna leave these fish. We're gonna follow this channel up through here using our Lake Master chart, see if we can't find them staged up again on this channel and either drag or anchor back up on them or figure out another way to catch those as well. So let's see what we can do. So we followed this ledge up through here, didn't really mark a lot, and then got up here to where this power line crosses, and you got this big concrete pad. A lot of birds come up here, seagulls and everything else. Now I know this might sound disgusting, but they poop a lot in the water. They bring their food here and they eat it. And it's just kind of one of those areas that grow algae, which attracts bait and all that other, everything else that combined will just attract fish. And we got fish all the way around it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set on the wind-blown side of it, use the wind to my advantage, fan cast around it. You can see them laying down here right in the bottom trough around that concrete structure, and see if we can't pull some off of it. There we go. Let's see if we can get this one to the boat. He's running right at me. Caught him right up against that structure over there, that concrete, that hard concrete. A little bit of wood scattered out through there too, not much though. There, he's fighting now. About the same size fish we've been catching. Come here. Let's see if we can just pull you right on up in here. Now all these fish we've been catching today are just absolutely healthy. We got a double on there. Let's put him back. Oh my, this was pulling hard. Oh, I think our pattern here is holding true. Because we didn't mark a whole bunch of fish on the ledge until we got to this hard structure. And then we marked another pile of fish. And they're very active. You know, the cut of bait is not making a big difference. Oh, there he goes. These sure are fun to catch. But yeah, cut of bait doesn't seem to be making a big difference, but that structure. And that kind of comes to reason, you know, with that cold front we've had, that these fish would kind of congregate around some of that structure. Another solid fish. There we go. Now I think what we'll do is, since we know this pattern is holding out, try to find us one more spot to really seal the deal. And like I said, normally on a regular basis, we'd just sit right here and catch fish till they either stopped biting or we got tired of catching them. This feels like pretty decent fish here. Oh yeah, this might be the biggest one of the day. Up here getting him some easy food where them birds are eating and leftovers are going down in and algae is attracting bait fish. These fish just come right on up there and makes it a nice meal, nice cover. Get the net here. Oh, he's dripping a little drag. Dripping a little drag. One thing's for sure, no matter if you're fishing for channel cats, big blues, flatheads, fishing by yourself can be very challenging. You're always fighting the net and fighting hooks. Come here, big girl. Oh yeah. Even netting them is a challenge. But we're getting it done. We're getting it done. I don't come on a single hook rig. That float on it. That's a big old channel cat right there. Sandusky Bay channel cats. We got us a pattern going. Let's see if we can't find us another patch of them and finish this out. Awesome. All right, so once again, we come on the other side of this ledge and we just got fishing off that hard structure. Went for a long, long ways, didn't mark anything. Got close to this rock right here on this ledge and you can see them on the side imaging and on the 2D. They are hunkered down, just stacked up real tight on that ledge, on that hard structure. And you can feel that front moving in, and these fish, they feel it too. So they're hunkering down. We're gonna hunker down right on top of them, see if we can't catch a few of them. That's snag. Oh, right here we go. There we go. Oh my. Oh my, I think we got a Sandusky Bay biggin. Now I know a lot of you folks don't think of channel cats as being big fish fighters, more as table fare, but I'm telling you, pound for pound, these big channel cats will wear you out. Look at him pulling that drag. Now, it didn't take this fish but just a second. We ain't been here. Got a double one right there. Oh, he's pulling drag, he's pulling drag. Oh, I love the way these things fight. I'm gonna hook this one. Oh, I think I missed that one. The joys of fishing by yourself. Nope, he's still there. Looky here, folks. Look at the head on that one. Come here, buddy. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look at that big boy. Sandusky Bay channel catfishing, folks. It don't get much better than that. Get out there, find you some fish, take note of everything that happens. Put your pattern together, and you can pattern some fish real quick. Let's get him back, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure tune in next week for more Catfish Crazy action.